Got it.
These young ladies back here are going to spin this barrel.
On behalf of the Journey Committee and the Junior League of Denver Board of Directors, we've commissioned this red glass art piece by fellow league member Jennifer DiCillo in commemoration of your support of the Journey this year. Thank you, fellow league.
Whatever I've done, I couldn't have done it without my amazing league training, and I'm so impressed with your whole committee and everybody I got to work with. You're really doing an incredible job, and thank you. Our future of our wonderful community is in great hands with you.
It is time now for Ms. Martina Navratilova. But don't get up to the yet. I'm going to say a couple of words about you. I know, you get a chance at the mic in just a moment. So, Martina Navratilova, I just met her tonight, but I've known about her for most of my life. She's one of the most iconic athletes of all time out of any sport. Sports Illustrated named her one of the 40 most influential athletes of all time. And I think that is accurate. Martina Navratilova. Her initials own the middle of the alphabet. She doesn't do anything halfway. I guess except be in the middle of the alphabet. It's complicated. She was the most successful female tennis player of the Open era. She won 59 Grand Slam titles, a record 9 Wimbledon singles championships. She was a Tour Player of the Year 7 times, an AP Female Athlete of the Year. She is in the International Tennis Hall of Fame. She challenged me to arm wrestling downstairs, but I got a little look at the guns and I thought that was all risk and no reward for me, you know? If I beat her, I'm a former NFL running back. Hey, I beat Martina Navratilova at arm wrestling. If she beats me, I said no thank you. She did tell me that she and her beautiful wife, they just got married in December. Congratulations. Asked her, what's the worst injury you've ever inflicted on anybody? And she, without hesitation, said, crushed ego. Please welcome Martina Navratilova.
Well, needless to say, I'm very much delighted to be here.
I have been looking forward to this event for a long time. Actually, I thought it was a good excuse to go to Aspen and maybe get some skiing in. But as it turns out, I'm part-time coaching now, and go back to Palm Springs tomorrow because my player's playing at 11. So yeah, wish me luck on that. That's a new experience, but that's for another speech. But some experts tell me that I'm going to be the best player of all time, modern era. But it was a long journey, and it certainly didn't happen in one night or in one shot. It was a long trip to get here. I spent a lot of years building a strong foundation, and I would like to share it with you with some of the lessons that I learned about how to break down barriers and how to become a champion. As I said, it didn't happen with one ace. You don't get to shatter the glass ceiling with one ace. My formula for success evolved over about 40 years of trial and error. Believe me, there are a lot of errors. Tennis players are very good about that, I think, because you lose a point, you got to come back for the next one. But if you want to break down those barriers, you really have to be resilient. You must be able to bounce back from adversity, from low points, no matter what's going on. I've heard it said many times that resilience is a tennis player's best friend, because again, you have to roll with the punches. You miss a shot, you need to bounce back for the next one. Even if you lose and stay in the game, that itself is a win. But of course, it's all about winning and losing. I think it's a quote of mine. It said, whoever said it's not about winning and losing, but how you play the game probably lost. But people have been putting limitations on me forever. First, they said I was too young, then they said I was too old. Here's how I see it. You cannot let other people tell you what your limitations are. You can't go on based on what anybody else says or what they do. If I did that, I would have never left Czechoslovakia. I would have probably stayed on the baseline. I wouldn't have come to the net. I wouldn't have left the country, and I definitely wouldn't have broken all those records. And you probably would have never heard of me, and I wouldn't be standing here today. So, tap into your talent. Second one, be bold and play to win. Third one, keep your focus and surround yourself with positive people. And fourth one, resilient. Stay resilient. If somebody knocks you down, you just get back up. And that brings me back to the Junior League of Denver. Again, thank you for having me. I think you guys have been developing civic leaders and making an impact in the community for the last 96 years. So you're going to have a 100th anniversary. You have any plans for that yet? It will help us ensure that this Junior League is around for maybe another 100 years. It'll be long gone, but the league will live. So thank you very much for having me.
I'm gonna make a series of statements from her speech. The answer to every statement is, yes, you are an American. Okay, can you all do that?
Yes.
All right. So, she can throw a football.
Yes, you are an American.
She had a mullet.
Yes,
Right? So, in the middle of a match with a skywriter, she paused to watch some advertising. She crushed cancer's ego.
Yes, you are an American.
She played for a team called the Mother Puckers.
Yes, you are an American.
Yes, you are an American. And she believes it's all about winning. Yes, you are an American. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. So we appreciate you being here. You are an inspiration. You have been an inspiration for decades to young women, to men, to gay people, to everybody on the planet. So many people admire you and all the things that you've accomplished in your life. And we got a little snapshot tonight of kind of the willpower that is native in her. That when you're a young player and a coach is telling you, no, stay at the baseline, that's a very hard thing to not listen to. I mean, I've had a lot of coaches in my life. You tend to just say, well, they must know what they're talking about. But if you have a belief in an ability and you do it anyway, and you're going to get criticized by the coach, you might lose the match, but she did it anyway. Leaving her country, leaving her family, did it anyway. I mean, it's all these things. It's like it's very clear that from a young age and still today, you do it anyway. It's just one bid. This is your last bid. 1,600. You are one bid away $1,700. $1,700 here. Going once. $1,700 here going twice. All in, all done? It is sold for $1,700. You're both out. He's at 17 and he's, look at this young kid over here. You can't let this young kid take away your racket. This is your racket. You want to go 17? No, what were you? You want to go 18? 1,800. 1,800?
He was 17 for a racket bag.
I know. No, there's no bag. Are you kidding me? Is there a bag? You're getting a racket signed by Martina Navratilova personally to you, a Giannis racket. Where do you get that? 18. 18. Yeah, right. It's for the kids. You don't have to think selfishly about this ball at all. You're going to go home with it, sleep with it tonight, but it's for the kids. $2,000, man. That's what we're looking for. 2,000. 2,000. I don't know why I wasn't looking at that table earlier. I should have known better. 2,000 here, we're looking for 2,100. It's a pleasure meeting Martina Navratilova. I'm going to check that off with my list of things in life.